would like to introduce these monks. Right in the middle, we have Geshe Lobsang Tsinen, who is the head of this group and who is also the teacher. And next to him is the Geshe Lobsang Kunka. He is also a teacher in the monastery. That's why they have a title Geshe, which means teacher. So our teacher's degree is equivalent to the PhD degree in Buddhist philosophy, and the Geshe Kunka's degree is equivalent to the master's degree. So we call them a teacher. Anyway, and the rest of the monks are Doji, Palcho, Galten, and on the right side to the Geshe-la we have Tashi, who is the Chant master, and he has a very deep and low voice. And then we have Namche, and then we have Shakya, who is also the talk coordinator of this group. And here we have another Chant master, Tuten Menom. So these monks are from Drepung Gomang Monastery, which is in southern part of India. Although most of the monks, except 2 or 3, including myself, the monks are born in Tibet, but they left Tibet, they escaped Tibet because of the Red Chinese Communist government, because they don't have any freedom, they don't have any human rights, they don't have any religious activity rights. So there is no point of becoming a monk and living the monastery in Tibet. That's why whenever they become a monk, they try to escape Tibet because of the communist Chinese government. Not only the monks, but also like lay people like me, we always try to escape Tibet. Anyway, the monks are on a cultural tour. They are just traveling throughout the country with the 3 big missions. And the first one is that the monks are trying to preserve this culture, which has been deliberately destroyed by communist Chinese government since 1959. So monks are trying to preserve this very ancient culture and trying to share this culture. For instance, at the art center in downtown at San Luis Obispo, we are making a Sand Mandala, which is about 25 years old. So like that, we have so many different the arts and the culture that monks are trying to preserve and trying to share this culture with the people of the world. And the second mission is that since their whole life, their entire life is dedicated for the peace, in order to preserve peace on this earth. And they are not only monks, they are not only engaged in arts and other ritual activities, but also they are great philosophers. They are engaged in learning Tibetan Buddhist philosophy, which is to do with the mind. They are just trying to give the training to their mind in order to overcome what we call 3 basic delusions: the hatred, attachment, and ignorance. So they are great philosophers at the same time. And the third mission is that, that's why the monks are trying to bring the loving kindness, compassion, peace, and harmony message to the world. And the third mission is that since the monastery, the head office of the monastery has full responsibility to look after the monks. We have about 1,600 monks, not only from Tibet but different parts of the country. So the monastery has full responsibility to look after 1,600 monks. So like the monastery head office of the monastery sends group like this to raise some funds that goes back to the monastery and to support their like education facilities, health and sanitation facilities, to improve accommodations, like the any other, including each and every necessary for the monks. So that's why the monks are on tour to raise some funds that goes back to the monastery to support 1,600 monks. In that way, we can preserve this culture and we can give our trainings and give the what we call the sacred religious teachings to the younger generations of the Tibetan people who live in exile in India or elsewhere. Anyway, at the same time, monks also brought beautiful handicrafts that are all made in the monasteries. And we have also some jewelries that are made by Tibetan refugees with the local Indians in India. So all the proceeds from the sale goes to support all those Tibetan refugees and the Tibetan refugee monks in the monastery. So on behalf of all the monks, I really appreciate if you could spend a few dollars on all these beautiful handicrafts, because all the money goes back to support 1,600 monks to preserve this very culture. Now I would like to turn on to the monks to start the chantings. And after the chantings, monks will also demonstrate what we call debate. how they learn Tibetan Buddhist philosophies in the monastery. Because in the monastery, the way of learning is totally different from the way of learning education here in this country or outside, other countries. So the monks will demonstrate how they learn Buddhist philosophies, and after that, the Geshe-la, who is the teacher of this talk group, will explain a little bit about all the chantings and also about the debate. And then afterwards, if you guys have any questions, you might just come close to the monks and ask the questions. So now I would like to turn on to the monks to start with chantings. Thank you.
Oh, Om